welcome to
our kitchen.
Dining
JK. It's our garden.
It's our garden up on the wall here.
This is In the Garden with
Lauren and April.
This
is Lauren
and this is April.
That's right. We are huge planners, right, Lauren? Totally type A, plan everything out, really organized. That's us, right?
This is the first garden we've planned. That's how good we are at it.
Yeah. But look, this garden is so big and so new, and
we have so many seeds.
We have so many. Let me grab them.
If you don't know about our seeds, go watch our seed video.
How many varieties is it? It's 100? 104. But that means we need to plan to fit everything in our garden. Here is a graph of our garden, and Lauren's going to take you through what's going on here. We did some drawing.
Stay tuned for the tour. Alright, so this is our garden. We measured where everything is. The swing set is on tape because we can move this anywhere. It's just an old swing set frame.
And it's not cemented into the ground?
No, well, maybe it was once, but it's rusted away. So
Great.
We can move that around for growing beans on.
Perfect.
There's also a couple wire lines running right along the fence, pretty low to the ground, that we may be able to use for peas. Then we've discovered some raspberry canes, some rose bushes, or they will be once they leaf out. Obviously, nothing's actually in bloom right now, but these are my
This is a vision of the future.
Vision of the future. Here's our beautiful compost bin. It honestly looks like it might be cast aluminum or something. It's kind of a cool bin.
We'll have to do a video on it.
Here's the back gate to our friend's backyard. The apple tree.
Looks kind of small, Lauren, for an apple tree, especially compared to that compost bin.
Okay, well, it's probably bigger than that, but I didn't want to cover our path.
Yeah, smart.
There's a secondary fence here.
Okay.
That only runs part of the way, and that protects some grapevines.
Ooh!
Which we're hoping are still productive. We've been trying to untangle the blackberries from them. And then, of course, here's the gate that we come in through. That's the front gate.
By the road.
It's really just a gap in the fence that
We're gonna build a gate though, and then I'm gonna build like an archway for stuff to grow on.
April.
Today, did we talk about what we're doing? Right, we're planting the garden.
Right. April has been printing out and cutting out coloring some beautiful vegetables.
Yeah, just really good use of my time.
Now the thing about a garden plan like this is your garden changes constantly throughout your growing season.
Yeah.
So even if we mapped this all out, it wouldn't really be accurate because where we grow peas in the early spring, we might end up growing beets or carrots throughout the summer.
Right. That's why we're not drawing those things directly on here. We have them on other papers, or you can just write the names of stuff.
So what we can essentially do here is go through the different months of the year, spring, summer, fall, and plan out different versions of the same garden. What's going to be helpful, though, is figuring out what your long season crops are that take up a lot of space.
What will we plant in the spring and not tear out until fall?
Yeah, like kale, April.
Right.
Kale you can grow almost anywhere in almost any season. But once it's there, I mean, it just keeps producing.
Yeah.
Unless you cut it off
tear it out
for baby kale.
Yeah.
Pumpkins aren't going to take the early spring. We can get something in before the pumpkins, but we need to make sure that it's a really early fast crop like radishes, because once those pumpkins are in, they're going to take a lot of space. They're going to be there for 110 days.
Yeah.
So,
and when you're talking about the scope of the growing season, 110 days is a lot of days.
Especially in Oregon.
It's like what? Almost 4 months?
Yeah, we don't have that long of a summer around here. Some states and nations.
I mean, we have a good growing season because we're temperate, but the hot weather is not.
And we're in a valley, which is protected a little bit, but it's still, the Northwest has a shorter growing season than some places. Corn is another one. It's going to take quite a while. Tomatoes don't go in super early. They usually go in mid-May around here to early June, but they then are there basically until frost kills them.
What are our full-term crops, Lauren? Do we need to look through the box?
I think we gotta plan this out here. Well, okay, April, I have sad news for you.
What?
Before we really plan that out, we kind of have to figure out where our paths and beds are going to be. For most things. For a few things like pumpkins, I don't care if they're in beds. In fact, we're planning on doing squashes, different kinds of squashes on the borders.
So let's just take that right up there.
Let's get those. Those are going to help control the weeds. Very helpful.
What I printed out was not comprehensive. It's kind of hard to find.
This is our initial brainstorm. We're not going to reach a complete garden today. This is a ride along with us. Get excited. Make your own.
Excited, but don't get your hopes up.
Make your own graph. If you don't have graph paper, but you do have a printer, there's lots of free graph paper online. Now, April.
Oh well. Yes.
I kind of wondered about having our corn
on that side, like in a
kind of give us
a cornfield.
A cornfield.
Oh, it'll be like a wall from the street.
Yes. Yeah, it could help protect some of our other plants, and it's going to get a lot of sun there because there's no trees in that.
I think that's a great idea, Lauren. And then, where are we? I guess we're gonna have some different beds for, like maybe a lettuce bed. Also, we want to pair some things together. Like we might want to grow some kinds of herbs intermixed with other things, and also flowers, just because those help with pests. It can be really good to pair certain crops together.
Yeah.
Companion planting, because one thing might help repel the pest of another thing.
Yeah, I like to have, sometimes I grow radishes with lettuces and spinach so that the pests will eat the radishes and not eat the
lettuce,
other ones. So
that's okay, Lauren. We can just make your famed dandelion wine.
What we probably need are like 3 big rectangular beds that are our rotating shorter season crops, things like
that
lettuces,
are long but narrow, so you can reach them
carrots,
from either side.
Turnips, beets. I mean, beets and carrots are a long crop, but they're not super long, and you start harvesting some of them sooner.
Yeah.
And then we'll also need our tomato rows. I mean, we are growing
so many tomatoes,
a lot of
tomatillas, and we're growing a lot of peppers.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And those will need bold sun. So I'm thinking
just smack in the middle.
Yeah. Yeah. So warm, long season thing.
So let's say the rest of the garden is basically boom, 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 4 big, long beds.
Yeah, with maybe a path along this fence and a path in front of the squash beds.
Oh, not a path in the middle, but you can zigzag
No,
around.
there'll be zigzags probably.
Yeah. Okay. But all around the border you can get around.
And
the thing is, you can always leave a gap in the middle of your bed and lay a little board across if you want to have a shortcut. It's fine.
And really, we're talking 4 or 5 foot beds.
Yeah, because you want to be able to reach every part of the bed from either side for harvesting and weeding.
And then a couple feet in between for your pathway.
Oh, Lauren, where are the artichokes going?
Well, artichokes are an interesting plant because they're a little decorative looking. They have these big spiky leaves.
Yeah.
They kind of
look
like
the artichoke
thistle.
Is a flower.
So I actually kind of wondered if we wanted to put them and continue
in
these
that corner?
rows, kind of make a little
Okay. Here's a lettuce.
So I'm gonna start putting things sort of in here to represent, a bed.
Great.
April, I think this is going to be our most professional video.
Best video yet.
If you think that we
really
should
will.
get professional lights, give leave us a like. If you think we should have remembered to use our mics today, subscribe. And if you like this video, comment something nice about
Help
it.
us get to 100 subscribers by the end of the month.
That would be nice.
It would make our day.
It really would. It won't make us any money or anything. It just warms our hearts. I mean, someday.
I mean, hopefully in the long run we'll make some money because, frankly, I spend a lot of time doing YouTube videos.
Yeah, we really we need
but-
some.
and I love
it so that we can buy some lights.
And yeah, so that our video quality improves.
Here,
a cucumber. Should we stop trying to get money from people?
yeah, probably.
Okay.
Cucumbers.
Carrots.
I'm gonna put that down here with our other.
I'm gonna start a new row. What, Lauren?
We're done.
Okay. Are we gonna show any close up?
Well, what
Well-
I'll say is we still have some moving things around.
We
you know.
pretty much randomly, close to randomly put these things up
But we'll
here.
draw in these beds and we'll sketch in our paths and then we'll start to look season by season. And as we grow things, we'll adjust as we need to.
Yeah, you can't put too much faith in your plants.
I mean, it's gonna snow this week, so.
Yeah.
I've planted peas in February before, but not this year.
Not this year. Anyway, that's our garden.
Garden plan.
And I guess we'll keep posting photos of this on our Instagram. Put that up here or down here somewhere for you to see.
At the Lauren and April show.
That's what it is, and you can go there, and we'll keep you posted
Mm-hmm.
how our garden plan changes.
If you plan your own garden, comment or do an Instagram story or post and
Tag us in a story. That would be
That would
so
be fun.
cool.
We'll
We just want to be famous.
That sounds so bad.
I'm just kidding.
It's a pandemic. I'm
We're
bored.
so bored. Please tag us in your stuff because it would be really cool to connect with our viewers and.
I mean, that
You
is
know.
the most fun about this. That
Yeah.
we've gotten to know gardeners and future gardeners.
Yeah.
All over.
Yeah. I mean,
future-
we're sharing about gardening because we love gardening
Mhm.
and we want to share that with other people.
Yeah.
So they can share in the fun and the joy.
we share about cooking because I love cooking and I feel like
And I hate. No, I'm just kidding.
I
I
cook-
love cooking.
I cook
too.
some weird stuff, so it's nice
Yeah.
to share.
And fermenting. Just love to ferment things.
I like all growing
Oh
things.
boy. Okay, so we should end things here
Wrap
before
it up.
it gets real weird. And we'll see you next time.
Do you want more weird content? Comment below.
Comment below. Okay. Thanks. Bye. Wave to the people, Lauren.
Oh,